Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman. We're here in Rotherham. We've just witnessed a good fight night. We're here with the one and only Dave Allen, the White Rhino, not in boxing form, but in training form, in fight form for his fighters. Dave, talk me through your fighters' nights tonight.
We started with Levi Quintiona. He'd been out for a while because of it was a medical issue. It was a change in his scan. Seen the neurologist. It took about 8 months to sort. I got him on a show in February, the first GBM show. Then I got him a fight. We got a fight on the Matchroom Conor Ben Van Heerden card. Bully Happily had. Missed that. And it didn't. At one point, it looked like he was going to box again. To be honest, he had so many hurdles. But he's been in the gym twice today, every day. And a chance came up 6 days ago. Someone fell off the show, and Levi, Izzy from GBM, rang me and said, "Do you want to get Levi?" And rung Levi. I said, "Yeah, of course I do. We're always in the gym." So got him on 4 rounds. Just it was what it was, just a win. He goes in September. He'll go in October and he'll go in December, making up for lost time, keeping him busy, and hopefully win some titles next year. And then it was Stevie Levy. She boxed Guinini last time, and I didn't want to box Guinini. We had arguments over it. I said, "I don't want you boxing Guinini because you won't beat her." But she didn't listen, and it's not my career. You can only say so much. The money was all right, so she went over, boxed her, and she did better than I thought she did. She did well. She did 8 rounds. She had a go in the last round. She probably learnt from it. She learnt that she's got to take her time. She's got ability, Stevie. She can box. She moves all right. In stages of the fight, she looked well. She's not a super feather. She's a super fly, bantam at most. If she gets down to bantam super fly, she's got a chance of winning titles, I think. And then Joe Hayden was last. I've been working with Joe now 18 months, day in, day out, 6 hours a day. It's become my life since when I retired the first time. I stopped training Danny and started training Joe, and we had a few others. I didn't really think much of him. He was just grafted. And after about 6 months, I thought he's got something about him. And in the last 12 months, 5-6 hours a day, been together. He eats well, he sleeps, he rests, he just does exactly what he's told. Like today, you've got 5 meals, mate. Eat 5 meals is normal. Drink your water. Don't get out of bed all day. Don't leave that chair once you get in this room. He does it. And after 4 amateur fights, to beat Evgeny Vazem over 4 rounds and in good fashion, look well, jab, listen, go by instruction. I was so impressed with him. I don't think many people have 4 amateur fights to be able to do what he's done. So I think he'll be British champion in 5 or 6 years' time. And people go, 5 or 6 years, that's ages away. That's how long it'll take. And that's how long it will take. But 5 or 6 years' time, when he's British champion, you know what I mean? He's British champion. If you try and do it in 2 or 3, you get beat on the way. So I've learned from my mistakes. People always laugh when I first started training and managing fighters, but I was always a very talented fighter, and I know boxing like the back of my hand. I've been doing it all my life, but I was lazy. But this game, I know what I'm on with. So I'm happy with tonight. It was a good night's work.
Dave, you'll have been training your fighters in the lead up to this event. I wonder, of the multitude of things that you've been teaching your fighters, what specifically is the thing you'd like to pick out to say, my fighter, I taught him this, or my fighter taught her this, and he did this, she did this tonight? Well,
it's different. I only trained Joe out the once tonight. I've trained 6 fighters altogether. I've got 2 kids, one 10 and 11. Trained Joe, 22. I've got amateurs out of 25, 20 and 18. They're all different. With Joe, when I met Joe, he was soft. He was a semi-pro footballer, great athlete, soft. He used to go down in sparring and get dropped, crying. You think, fucking hell, what am I fucking bothering with this for? He was a nice kid, persevered. So with Joe, it's all about confidence, and you can do fancy pad work, all the rest of it. I do pad work, we hit the bag. We do drills and all that, you've got to. He sparred the right people at the right time. We started off with Ryan Oliver, a good pro, a bit bigger than him, who was steady and he showed Joe the ropes. We then moved on to other fighters. We started with fighters that were bigger than him and a bit slower, so he could use his speed to get out of trouble. Then as time went on, he started sparring Dante Dixon, Dalton Smith. So the right sparring at the right time and the right kind of sparring. It's just going to the level where it's at now. And we'll continue to keep going up and up. We sparred all the best amateurs in the country. We sparred Dalton Smith, Dante Dixon, those prospects in the country. We sparred, like Ryan Oliver, experienced pros. A mix of all of them. And that's the most important thing. More important than the bag work, the pad work, the drills, the footwork, is the sparring, because that's what you're doing. And that's after 4 amateur fights, because the rounds we've put in, you've been able to do that. The time we've missed out in real fights, made up for in sparring. You don't get it much. If he gets it too much, I pull him out. So round 2 is enough today. We'll go again in a couple of days. So going good as a trainer, going really well. We've got a schoolboy finalist. We've had a pro debut there. We've had I think we've had 4 losses in the last 25 amateur fights, so we're going quite well.
Dave, on the surface, it seems and it looks to be that you're in good spirits, and it's great to see you in good spirits. I wonder, when you look back at your boxing career and you look at your training career, which do you prefer? Which do you take more enjoyment from?
There's more money in the boxing. There's no money in the training and managing, let me tell you. Not yet, at least. Further training and the managing. It's easier. I don't get it. Just enjoy it. I enjoy it. I feel like I was a talented fighter. I should have done a lot more, but got a good boxer. Got a good mind for it. I always have. I know what I'm on with. I've been around Brendan Ingle, Dominic Ingle, Peter Fiore, Jamie. The more you're around, you pick things up. I see the way they did things, and like with Jamie and Brendan, I think I've got a similar thing to them. I'm just good with people. I bring the best out of them, like with Joe and Danny and a few others. You get more out of them than I think than most would, and that's what I think that's where I do well. Getting the best out of people, putting confidence in them. So with Joe, Joe will be the flag bearer for the team now. We've got a good bunch of amateurs behind him, and they'll follow him into the pro ranks. But at the minute, Joe's leading the pack.
You said was in reference to yourself. Just take a moment about yourself. Yeah. I see on social media every so often you're going to be coming back or wanting to come back. Where do you stand right now?
It's difficult. I've been plagued by injuries the last 12 months, which is a problem. So injuries are an issue. Desire is an issue, I used to be a hard man, I used to be a fucking... I used to be a fucking terribly hard man. Horrible. But I'm not so sure I am anymore. That's the problem. I can still box. If I got in good shape, I'd still be a nightmare for everyone. But I don't know. I'd like to come back, make my old man and my granddad proud, try and win the British title or something, but too busy. I got offered a good fight for July, but I had Joe's debut. I picked Joe's debut over that fight, so maybe there's your answer there.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, have you had offers? You mentioned that offer there.
2 offers in the last 18 months, and they weren't great offers.
Can you divulge?
Yeah, one was a good fight, one was an half-decent fight. The money wasn't good. Can't divulge too much from what was said, but I wasn't happy with what was said, so we'll see. I might box again, but if I do box again, it'll probably be a 4 or 6 on the small or somewhere.
Just keeping on yourself. When you had that offer, did it come down to the money? Did it come down to the help? Did it come down to the training? What was it?
It came down to lots of things. A few things I can't discuss. So.
No worries.
I think I'll box again, but I think probably I want to get my old man out over there at 30. I'd like to have 30. I've got 3 more. So I would like to get to 30, yeah. And I think if I do get to 30, and then on the small hall, won't be selling tickets. I'll save up my pennies and I'll pay for my opponent. I'll get up to 30 and bow out quietly and nicely. So let me.
A couple of final things from me, Dave. Usyk-Joshua 2, we saw the head-to-head face-off. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think Joshua knocks him out with 1 shot. Wouldn't surprise me at any point. He can punch. He's dangerous. Usyk is a naturally smaller man. I think Usyk wins. I think he'll win by stoppage. I think Garcia will send Joshua out there aggressive. I think that'll be his undoing. He'll walk onto something.
Chisora Pulev next week?
I think Pulev will win. I think Pulev may stop Chisora. I think Chisora's at the end now.
Joyce Hammer tomorrow night?
Hammer was I was like home bargains to his Waitrose at one point, you know what I mean? That tough motherfucker, that doesn't really win the big one. He was good, Hammer, but he's on the way out, and Joyce is the last person who want to box the Huey Fury fight. I thought he jacked it, so you don't want to be doing that when you're fighting Joe Joyce. So I think Joe Joyce will stop him.
I'll leave the final word to you and your fighters.
Yeah, I'm just fucking dead proud of all of them. Stevie did well, Levi did well, Joe, 4 amateur fights doing that. I'm fucking over the moon with him. When I had 4 amateur fights, I couldn't have done that. So I don't think many others would either. So I'm really happy with him. We're watching September now. We'll move on to the next one, bigger and better, hopefully.
Dave, a pleasure speaking to you. Thanks so much for speaking to Box Social, and a pleasure to get you in good spirits as well.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Good man.